And it is the party leader speaking. I am the presidential candidate for ODM.
ODM party leader Oburu Odinga has spoken candidly on the party's position in the broad-based government, the unresolved 10-point agenda, and what lies ahead as the country moves closer to 2027. He says ODM remains united, organized, and very much alive politically.
My party, ODM, was left by our party leader in a broad-based arrangement with the Kenya Kwanza government, but we are not fully integrated into the government. We are just in a broad-based coalition. I mean, not even a coalition, but in a broad-based arrangement, which does not resolve to a coalition. And we are working very steadfastly to organize our party, to strengthen our party, and we are urging members of our party, particularly after the loss of our leader, Raila Odinga, to remain united, to remain focused, and to remain steadfast in their pursuit of the people's interests. The people's interests are contained in the 10-point agenda, which was clearly stated by our party and signed between our party leader and the party leader of Kenya Kwanza, William Ruto, and we are keenly watching the implementation of those sections of the arrangement or the agreements we had with them. Now, as to whether we shall be successful in the implementation, only God knows. We are not yet there, and those who are talking of one term or two term, that is not yet that is not our party policy. Our party policy is to work in unity, to strengthen our party, and work in this broad-based arrangement up to 2027, as was signed and agreed. But as usual, 2026, which we are entering into, is a very crucial year for our party. It is a very, very crucial year for our party because things must be worked out before 2027. Before the end of 2026, we shall have clearly known and made all the necessary arrangements going into 2027. Then we shall have, before the end of the year, our party shall have known whether we are going it alone or we are going to go into coalition with other parties, and we shall have by that time known whom we are going with into the political coalition, if any, or we are going it alone. And of course, if we are going it alone, I want to make it absolutely clear that our constitution already has a presidential candidate for our party. And that presidential candidate is clearly stated in the constitution of our party. And it is the party leader. And it is the party leader speaking. I am the presidential candidate for ODM if ODM decides that it goes it alone. So anybody who is preparing himself to go for presidential election in ODM, I think is misplaced. If they want to go for presidential candidacy, they should look for another party. But this particular party, the presidential candidacy is already decided by its own constitution. So we are going to, as we move forward, we are going to decide whether we go it alone or we go it with other parties. If we decide to go it alone, we are there. So anybody who is saying ODM is sold to other parties is also daydreaming. ODM is strong and it is kicking, it is up, and it is not about to be sold. and it will never be sold. And if it is to be sold, I don't know at what price. This party is too big to be sold to anybody. And I don't know if there is anybody in Kenya who can afford the price of ODM. It could be too expensive for them. Because the people, it goes up to the grassroots, up to the last person. So if you are paying that price, are you paying all those people from the grassroots up to the top leadership of the party? Whom are you paying, and how much are you paying for it? So this party is not on sale. This party is not about to be sold. This party is up and about, and it is reorganizing, and it is uniting, and it is going to be there in 2027. And this must be stated very clearly, and I don't want to repeat it. So that is the position. This is our year. This is the year where we have to work very hard as a party and make sure that we make the decisions which are necessary to keep our party up and about. Thank you very much, fellow Kenyans, and I want to wish you once again a very, very happy and prosperous new year.
Oburu makes it clear ODM did not walk into government by accident. The party was left there by Raila Odinga under a signed agreement with President William Ruto. But key conditions remain unresolved, particularly the 10-point agenda, which ODM insists represents the people's interests.
Now, as to whether we shall be successful in the implementation, only God knows.
That statement alone signals uncertainty. ODM is in government, yes, but not fully integrated and not fully satisfied. They are working with the government until 2027, because that is what was signed, but with their eyes open. According to Oburu, 2026 is the most crucial year for ODM. By the end of this year, the party must decide: do they go into 2027 as part of a coalition, or do they stand alone as ODM? That decision will define Kenya's political map. If ODM goes it alone, Oburu points to the party constitution. It clearly states that the party leader becomes the presidential candidate, and currently the party leader is him. This is not speculation. It is written into the party's rules.
And it will never be sold. And if it is to be sold, I don't know at what price. This party is too big to be sold to anybody.
Perhaps the strongest line: no one can afford the ODM price. That statement shuts down speculation about ODM being absorbed, bought, or neutralized ahead of 2027. ODM, Oburu insists, will be on the ballot. So as Kenya looks toward 2027, one thing is clear from Oburu Odinga's remarks: ODM is reorganizing, guarding its unity, and keeping its options open. Whether as part of a coalition or standing alone, ODM says it is here to stay. What should ODM do in 2027? Coalition or go solo? Share your thoughts and subscribe for more.